Good afternoon, good afternoon. How are we all today? And welcome to your Mindful Monday session on the 23rd of August here. What's happened to summer, eh? I think it's came and gone before I even realized what was going on. So here we are, 23rd of August, almost coming into the autumn months. So, but welcome to your session today. My name's Henri. I'm the head of mental health and well-being at Vitality, and I'm going to be just guiding you through the next 30 minutes, whatever it is you want to get from today's session. Maybe have a think, even whether it's just to have a little relax, whether it's to switch off for a little moment. Feel free to post any comments in the box just for the moment until we just wait for maybe a few more to join us. But it's really important as we do that to remember that mindfulness is not a daily practice, but a way of living, fundamentally, a way of going about your business on a daily basis. And that's what we really want to explore, and that's what we really want to achieve. If there's anything to achieve from these sessions, is to live and be more fully present in every moment that we have on this planet. So that's kind of what we really want to show. So if it's great that you're here, and it's great that we can practice, use this session as a practice, but what mindfulness really is that everyday navigation of your life. So we've got one hello from Yasandi. Hello, Yasandi, and lovely to have you here. So let's go ahead and define mindfulness as we always do. Get you in the mood, eh? Let's just get you in the mood. So mindfulness means maintaining a moment by moment awareness of our thoughts, our feelings, our bodily sensations, and our surrounding environment through a gentle and nurturing lens. Mindfulness also involves acceptance, meaning that we pay attention to our thoughts and feelings without judging them, without believing, for instance, that there's a right or a wrong way to think or feel in a given moment. When we practice mindfulness, our thoughts tune into what we're sensing in the present moment, rather than rehashing the past or indeed imagining the future. So we're bringing our attention to this moment. We're noticing our thoughts. We're noticing also the content of our thoughts, and we're noticing how this arises in this moment. Feel free now to close your eyes, get yourself comfortable. In fact, get yourself comfortable first and then close your eyes. Otherwise, you might find it difficult. So get yourself comfortable, close your eyes. And we're going to spend some time focusing on this present moment, but also exploring the topic of change. A comfortable position for you could be sitting as I am here. It could be sitting on the floor. It could be lying down. And just take a moment here to notice. Just notice your body. Notice any parts of your body that your attention is drawn to. For example, my hands are clasped together slightly gently, so my attention's brought to my hands, my toes just waving at me, so my attention gets brought to my toes. And let's take a few deep breaths together to start us off. I want you to really concentrate on breathing deeply into your belly. You should notice in your breath your belly expand and contract. And if you find your shoulders are moving up, if your shoulders are moving, try your best just to breathe into your belly. So let's do a few breaths together. Breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale deeply. And exhale completely. Breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. And breathe in. And breathe out. And keep breathing. And you might find just a pause for a second or two at the top and at the bottom of your breath. That's a good thing if you can do that. But I want you to be comfortable with that deep breath that you're taking. I want you to be comfortable but it shouldn't feel like your normal breath. It shouldn't feel like your day-to-day breath. It should take some attention, should take some concentration. And if you can just breathe a little bit slower, a little bit deeper, a little bit more controlled, then you're taking a step in the right direction. Our breath is the most consistent indicator that we are with this moment in front of us. And what I mean by that is that our attention is squarely fixed on the moment in front of us. The truth is, we can never not be in the present moment. You can never not be in the present moment. The present moment is the only thing we have. You might be able to think about the future, but that future hasn't happened yet, has it? You might be able to think about the past, but the past is gone. So even when the content of our thinking consists of something else, it's still occurring in this moment, in exactly the way that your breath occurs in this moment, in the way that your body exists in this moment. In the way that my voice exists in this moment. And that every word I say exists in that moment and in that moment alone. The focus of today's session is change. And I'm not talking about what you get back from a fiver. I'm talking about one of the only things, again like our breath, reliable. Change is one of the most reliable and consistent elements of life. The fact of change. Change is one of those things that we could say is a constant, the fact of change. Your body is changing as we speak. As we speak, cells are dying and being reborn. Enzymes are being released and ceasing to be released. Hormones are changing. Your body has been through many stages of change throughout your life. None of which you've had any control over or any say in. none of which you've had any control over or any say in. The environment around us is forever changing. Plants are moving towards or away from light or from predators. The atmosphere, the oxygen we breathe, even our experience of those things and our perception of those things are always changing. And there may be elements in your life significant change occurring. And it can often be uncomfortable. It might feel uncomfortable. When we don't know what the future holds. And I encourage you during these times, especially during these times, to look inwards, to examine that feeling of discomfort, and to explore and get curious as to what that feeling is telling you, and if that feeling is telling you anything. Because when we take a mindful approach to life, when we greet each moment like a long-lost friend or a long-lost stranger even, we do not judge our thoughts or feelings to be good or bad, right or wrong. And if that feeling exists in this moment, which it cannot fail to exist only in this moment, how can it know any information about the future? How is that possible? How could a feeling or a thought that exists in this moment know anything beyond this moment? Change is inevitable. Change is always on the horizon, whether we instigate it or not. And you are built for change. You are built for survival. You are built for navigating change, for dealing with novel and unique situations, for problem solving. This is absolutely what human beings have been doing for many years. I don't want to put a number on it, but the human beings that existed before you and those that existed before them and those that existed before them, and so on. Everything you need is already inside you. You've got all the skills, all the tricks, all the tools. And if you're going through change at the moment and you're finding it a challenge, then perhaps you've just forgotten. Perhaps you've forgotten that you've done this before. And it was, a bit uncomfortable, but you got through it. And in fact, you might have even found yourself stronger on the way out than on the way in. You may have learned, you may have developed. And know that change is coming. It will come again. There's no need to fear it. There's no need to worry or be concerned. Because you're a creative, resourceful being. Whether you believe me or not, and I don't want you to believe me just because I say it. don't want you to trust me on this. I want you to look at your own evidence. Look at your evidence. You're unbelievably creative. You're unbelievably resourceful. You just don't see it as being special. You just see it as something that is ordinary for you. In a moment, I'm going to count from 5 to 1. And when I get to 1, just softly, slowly open your eyes in your own time. Bring your awareness back to the room that you're in. And try not to rush off anywhere. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone. I hope you were able to take something from today's session. And next week is a bank holiday. So unfortunately, I won't be seeing you. But I believe there's about 50 sessions on here now. So unless you're like my number one biggest fan, I'm sure there's one that you haven't done before. Even still, I would recommend checking out some of the sessions that you have done before if the topic resonates with you. And that's because you will hear something different, I have no doubt. That you will be able to listen to the same session. You could even listen to this session in a few days' time and get something different or hear something different from the session than you've heard today. So thank you so much again. Try not to rush off anywhere. I've seen a whole bunch of people drop off now. I hope they're not rushing off anywhere. But try to just ease your way back into the real world, if you like. And I will catch you again next time. Take care.